Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to present our views on the regional plan that we are preparing. And first of all, I just want to make one clarification. We are not preparing any master plan. This is not master plan for the Nilgiri district. This is the regional plan for Nilgiri district. And there are 12 regions in Tamil Nadu, and out of which Nilgiri, since it has being this biosphere, it's a different region they have declared, and whereas Coimbatore region has Tirupur Road and Coimbatore district in it. So regions are very big areas. Sometimes they have 3 district, 4 district, and but in Nilgiris we have just 1 district, and we are preparing regional plan for Coimbatore region also. So together they gave it to us in 2022, late March 2022. And the difference between master plan and regional plan is like master plan is for cities. Okay. So there they clearly specify the land use. This area will have the commercial, this will have the mixed land use, industrial, and that kind of land use they specify. Uh, but in regional plan, it's a big plan for the future of that particular region. So how that region will grow sustainably in future based on the resources available over there. So we look into that, and based on that, we do the zoning of different land parcels. So in the region, we just not have the urban areas, but we have the rural areas also. So we look into the hierarchy of settlements, what kind of rural settlements are there, uh, class 1, class 2, class 3, depending on the population size. And similarly, the urban centers, like in Nilgiris also, we have 18 urban centers. 3 are census town, rest are some are Nagar Panchayat, and we have 5 municipalities over here in Nilgiris. So we are looking into all these settlements together and the space in between these settlements. All these rural areas, village panchayats, they have some administrative boundaries. Cities have towns have administrative boundaries, and the sometime we have the areas which no one has any responsibility with. Municipal corporation looks into the corporation boundary. The areas which where means no one has any responsibility, it remains like that, it's happening. So the idea of regional plan came with that, so that we have a broader idea of development for a bigger region. And then the master plan and village special development plan can happen depending on the resources availability, and depending on the economic, what kind of economic activities we want in those areas. So with that in the background, we have this Nilgiri, and we came here in 2022. Since then, thrice we had come over there for stakeholder consultation. We had gone to different village settlements also, and we have seen most of the Nilgiris during this time. And we had already submitted our report to Directorate of Town and Country Planning, Tamil Nadu, in I think 1 year back. And since then, I have also sort of forgotten, like we had prepared it, and now when they will call us, and then additional secretary has already seen this plan. And but then again they have to before publishing it, they have to do the consultation, and which is yet to be done, so which they have not done. So I will not be presenting the plan which is there, but the how we have prepared the plan, the process of the plan, that I will explain it to you, so that you know that how we had done it. Because regional plan has a very important role in revitalizing Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. And any plan, whether it's a master plan, it has an important role. Since morning, everybody is blaming us planners. I belong to that fraternity that they don't do justice to the plans. But yeah, we try to do justice, but whatever comes on the actually that is a little different. This all since most of you belong to Nilgiris only. So, and this is the land use land cover change since 1985 for the Nilgiris district. And we can see over here the built up area has almost changed 4 times, and barren land also has increased over time. And this is the elevation map uh, Kumar sir from IISC, you have also said, and Mr. Lal also has said about all these things earlier. So this is about the aspect, and we consider this also. This is the watershed of the rivers over here, and then biodiversity, different types of forests, uh, evergreen, sholas, vettel, eucalyptus. We have tried to map all these biodiversity, and then eco-sensitive zones as per Cargill report. Also, we could identify the eco-sensitive areas, and then we could place that on maps. And the issues and challenges, what we found out through stakeholder consultation, going through various reports, and discussing it with the government. So, forest area discontinuity is one of the problem, and then we have man-animal conflict here, and and increases in flood and landslide vulnerability is again another concern, and encroachment by built-up area is another concern. Tourism influx, we found out, is the concern, and increase in travel time within the Nilgiri as well as from Metropolitan to Ooty also. So based on a stakeholder consultation and whatever reports and what we could do uh, analysis, we found that this is the word cloud that we could make about the challenges we have in Nilgiris. And since morning, you are also pointing out most of these things earlier. Unregulated development, human animal conflict, ecological degradation, invasive species, forest fragmentation. So, all these are the problems here. So, the challenge before us was how to address this. So we formulated this vision along with the when we came August 2023. That time we formulated this vision after consultation with different people. So uh, this was the regionally integrated safe hill area with the balanced economy, fostering local economy through environmentally responsible, ecologically regenerative, socially inclusive for bioculturally sustainable future. Okay, this was the vision that we formulated. Then we worked on this vision. This bioculturally sustainable future was added by some of the environmentalists who were sitting here in our consultation meeting. This was the process where we did use all the layers which Pranav had discussed earlier in the morning, first half session. So all the layers are listed over here. So we did the multi-hazard vulnerability mapping using the various for the flood susceptibility is here, landslide susceptibility is here, forest fire susceptibility is here. So for all these three hazards, we did separate susceptibility, and then we overlaid all these three, and we produced a map for the multi-hazard vulnerability. And then after that, we identify no development zone, considering like all the forest cover, forest buffers, biodiversity hotspot, water bodies buffers, slope more than 35 degrees, railway line, its buffer, protected wetlands, all these protected wetlands as well as their buffers also, we put it in no development zone. We will not touch, we will not do anything in the buffer area. Say for water bodies, we took a river, we took 250-meter buffer on both the sides of the river. For water bodies, ponds, wetlands, we took 75-meter of buffer. For similarly, for the forest, we took 1 kilometer of buffer. That will be the regulated area. There, we will not have any developmental activities in those areas. So that's how we removed all that area from our this thing, and then we computed this area suitable for development in the district. We hardly had have any suitable area for the development in Nilgiris. Like this is the multi-hazard map that we did, and see here what we got is to, Total built up, suitable built up area was around 161.82 square kilometer. 122 is already the existing one. Okay, this orange color that you can see over here is the developable area, means the area which we can use for the development. Part of is 120 square kilometer is already we have built, and only we are left with the 40 square kilometer of area where we can build in future. Rest of the area yellow is the all the agricultural land, and other is the forest area. So here we did the carrying capacity also. So we did the tourist carrying capacity, and we found that the from the list of all the tourist places in the Nilgiris in various areas. So the highlighted one, the red ones, have already reached their capacity. We cannot have any more development over there. Means anything we so already more tourists are coming in these areas, and infrastructure, either we have to uplift the infrastructure, or otherwise we will not be able to handle this kind of population. Capacity is just 4984, and the people are coming visiting is 8528. So it's exceeding. So all the red areas are already exceeding their limit. We did the land and infra based capacity carrying capacity also, where what we did is, like, we have projected the population like as per 2011 census was some 7 lakh something. So for 2047, as per our estimate and various methods we looked into, and this the population is around 9.5 lakhs. It's a population for 2047. We are not uh, growing more, means estimating more population for Nilgiri, because it will not be able to sustain more population. So to accommodate that population, which we are estimating will be there in 2047, so we calculated for these many families will be there. As per for that, we will require some one home for them, and for that home, we will require this kind of land for building to accommodate that estimated projected population. So then we see that whether the Mandalam, Ooty or Coonoor or Kotagiri or these areas, whether they have the capacity, infrastructure facilities, or the land available over there to accommodate this population. So that way we calculated the carrying capacity, and then identified the following settlements, that Aravankar Town Panchayat, Devashola, Gudalur, O Valley, Udagamandalam Municipality, Wellington, and Tilkunada Town Panchayat. They are critical settlements where we cannot think of having more development. We refer to the Tamil Nadu vision, and then economic profiling and projections we did built up projections. So if we are saying that the built up, so where that built up will come, and then the housing estimations and projections, worker estimation and projections, and transportation profiling also we did. So so based on that, we came up with 6 zones for the Nilgiri: eco-sensitive zone, agroecological zone, development zone, economic development zone, logistic development zone, renewable energy zone. So these were the 6 zones. For this, we for all these zones we have mapped it on map. So we did the suitability for all these zones, like development zones suitability. We did suitability for the economic development, where all agro industry we are saying can come, and then logistic development, because we need logistic. We have a small tea growers over here, and we have other tea growers in the Nilgiri. So we need capacity to store. Or we have horticulture, very good horticulture producers over here. So we need cold storage and warehouses to store such produce, because right now currently it is going to the Metropolitan. So in each zone, then eco-sensitive zone, we have the conservation zone, restoration zone, man-animal conflict zone, tribal upliftment zone under this eco-sensitive zone. Then for agroecological zone, we have horticulture zone, agro-practice reform zone. We are saying reform because in most of the places chemical is being used. And then, so how we can go away with that? We can shift to the organic farming. So all these things are highlighted over here. And for the development, redevelopment, we are focusing on this the town like Coonoor and Udagamandalam redevelopment. Wherever we have the derelict building or dilapidated building, we will repurpose it or adaptive. We can go for the adaptive reuse of those buildings, or we can reconstruct then and there itself. And we must focus on the compact development in already developed area rather than going beyond, and the containment zone only rather than developing. Economic development, we can think of MICE, because right now we are having this conference, so we can focus more on such events. We are close to Mysore, Bangalore, and Coimbatore, and Wayanad, and those places. So we can organize such conferences, exhibitions, meetings for people. And agro-based industrial zone, because we have more horticulture and agriculture produce. So these kind of economic activities, because our aim is development, economic development also for the region, for the district. And then freight and logistic development also we need to consider in this. And there we are seeing the logistic development and the renewable energy zone, because of why to rely on the dams for the thermal energy and all this. So we can have the solar energy, and uh, some restrictive scope for the wind energy. So that way we can look into it. This is what we have done on the map and the planning, identified zone and everything we have done. And we are talking about the shoreline restoration and forest restoration, water bodies restoration also. Restoration zone is all about that. Sir was earlier pointing out that in the morning. So we have considered that in our plan. So this is what are the some of the strategies that we have given. Written all everything over here, and neither the plan, I cannot disclose the plan, I cannot discuss the plan unless DTCP asks us to do it. So these are the main things that this is how we have arrived at the zoning, all these six zoning on map. And we have identified land areas, everything. We have identified strategies. At a village, we had worked at a village level also. For each and every village, we have the plan, what kind of development should happen, what kind of economic activity will happen in those villages, village area, what should be the focus, depending on the whichever zone they are following um, in the plan. So all this we have already given. Thank you.